There's a battle shaping up in the small affordable hybrid segment as the Honda Civic Hybrid emerges to take on the Toyota Prius. Following the Prius victory in MotorTrend's 2024 Car of the Year competition, Honda unveiled the Civic Hybrid, reviving a nameplate that has been dormant since 2015. Few details have been confirmed about the Civic Hybrid, which will go on sale in summer 2024. But we know it'll be fundamentally related to the standard Civic, already a great car, and a potential Prius alternative, even if it's not as fuel efficient. Will the 2025 Civic Hybrid have what it takes to usurp the world's best-known hybrid? In this Toyota Prius versus Honda Civic specs comparison, we'll explore the key differences to expect between the two practical hybrid cars. The Civic Hybrid is likely to use a hybrid powertrain similar to that in the Honda Accord Hybrid and CR-V Hybrid. In those vehicles, a 2.0-liter i4 engine joins two electric motors to produce 204 horsepower and 247 lb-ft of torque. However, it's possible the Civic Hybrid will be detuned slightly, as is the case with the Civic e-HEV Hybrid sold overseas, which has 181 horsepower and 232 lb-ft of torque. The Prius also uses a 2.0-liter i4 and a single electric motor as standard. This setup combines for 194 horsepower, although AWD Prius models gain a second motor on the rear axle for 196 horsepower total. AWD is not expected to be available for the Civic Hybrid. Toyota also offers the Prius Prime plug-in hybrid, which has a more powerful electric motor that raises total output to 220 horsepower. Honda has not announced anything about potential plug-in power for the Civic Hybrid. This is the likely reason you're interested in these cars in the first place. The name Prius is practically synonymous with fuel economy, but the Civic Hybrid is returning to establish itself as one of the most efficient cars on the road. So does the Prius or Civic Hybrid get better MPGs? Fuel economy for the Civic Hybrid should be similar to the Honda Insight, a vehicle that ended production in 2022 and was essentially a hybrid version of the previous generation Civic. The 2022 Honda Insight achieved 49 miles per gallon city/highway, depending on configuration. The Civic Hybrid's fuel economy may be on the lower end of that range, given it uses a 2.0-liter engine rather than the Insight's smaller 1.5-liter mill. According to the EPA, fuel economy for the 2024 Prius comes in at 57/56 mpg with FWD, and 49/53/54 mpg with AWD. Larger wheels on higher-end models look stylish but reduce fuel economy. Meanwhile, Toyota says fuel economy for the 2024 Prius Prime, running in hybrid mode, is 50/53/47 mpg. However, the Prius Prime's party trick is its ability to use no fuel at all and run in all-electric mode. In EV mode, the Prius Prime has up to 44 miles of range. An optional nifty solar roof panel can recharge the battery a bit if you park the Prius Prime in sunshine. Aside from the original first-generation model, every Prius has been a hatchback, and the 2024 Prius is unquestionably the best-looking yet. It has 5 seats along with a roomy cargo hold, which becomes even more spacious when the second-row seats are folded. Honda will offer the Civic Hybrid in hatchback or sedan body styles, providing more choices for customers and 5-seat capacity. Either way, we prefer the hatchback for its design and greater cargo capacity, but some may find the Civic sedan more familiar and conventional. When adapted from a conventional powertrain to a hybrid setup, some vehicles lose interior space due to the added electrical componentry. That's not the case with the Accord Hybrid, which has identical interior measurements to the standard Accord. Honda will strive for the same packaging in the Civic Hybrid, so we can reference measurements from the standard Civic to speculate how much passenger and cargo space it'll have. Entry-level versions of the Prius come with an 8.0-inch infotainment touchscreen, while higher-end models upgrade to a 12.3-inch touchscreen. Either way, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard. All Prius models have a 7.0-inch digital gauge cluster display. 6 USB-C ports are distributed between the front and rear seats. A wireless charging pad in the front row is available. A 6-speaker audio system is standard, and an 8-speaker JBL premium setup is added on high-end trim levels. Other premium tech upgrades include phone as key functionality, a 360-degree camera, and digital rear-view mirror. Most Honda Civic models come with a 7.0-inch infotainment touchscreen and 7.0-inch gauge display screen. The high-end trim level gets a 9.0-inch touchscreen and 10.2-inch all-digital gauge display. All have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but wireless functionality only comes with the larger touchscreen. A single USB port is standard on most Civic models. Second-row charge ports and a wireless charging pad are added on the high-end trim level. Above the standard 4-speaker audio system, 8-speaker and Bose 12-speaker premium arrangements are added depending on trim level. Count on the Civic Hybrid to have similar amenities. However, as is the case with the Accord and Accord Hybrid, It's possible some of the features that are upgrades on the gas-only Civic will be standard on the hybrid.